welcome to England, to the French king. They had nowhere, it's just a little hut. That's all they had nothing.
Nothing more.
And he felt very, very ashamed of himself. He said, "Oh, this is terrible. You need a big castle, so when my guests come here, I can welcome them."
Oh, guarda il camion quello dietro.
All that
Il camion della Formula 1, Alpine. Quello con la riga blu.
Second World War. Shooting one more, and then Sukuniki's.
Dum, 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 dum. Watch and enjoy, Franco.
There's a staircase going
You pay to come in, but the car park's free.
You know the 69
So where we are at the moment, Franco?
I'm still here.
We're still here.
Pick up these roofs on there. Come past these buildings. We've got the cup of tea in there.
Okay.
I presume.
Buy a sumo.
Or was it that way? Was that a cup of tea up there?
Buy a sumo.
Completely confused again.
Carry on, my best friend.
When the Queen is in residence, then it is quite right and proper for us all to stand. That means you stand up. Unless you've been fighting any battles in the Civil War lately, in the rebellion of the 1170s, then you may be permitted to sit. But the rest of you will stand and give a rousing cry after me of, God save the Queen!
God save the Queen!
Thank you, friends. Indeed, I have been away such a long time. It is not surprising. We need a little reminder of how things work when it is out. I thank you for your greeting, and you may sit.
You may write down that the storytelling took place, but I frown upon plagiarism.
Oh yes, I see. You
And I
are
may
a
publish
well-known
this
writer
myself.
of your own.
Yes. But you may chronicle the audience's reactions and involvement, of course. Is there anybody who fancies themselves as a bit of a performer or as a bit of a storyteller who might like to join in? All of you! Fantastic! At the grand old age of 30, she decided to separate from her husband, Louis. And she left their daughters in the care of their father. And suddenly, when Eleanor was separated from Louis, she became more powerful. She had her money back that had been given to Louis, and she had her land back. Now, if you can imagine that this great hall that we're in now is France, Eleanor's lands in Aquitaine stretched all the way from the Loire Valley. You can represent the Loire Valley. Yes, I have a carriage ready and waiting here. Would you like to be whisked off in my carriage?
It's a lovely offer, Sir Theobald, but
Yes.
no thank you.
Okay, another time. And so Sir Theobald left. Now, he wasn't the only suitor, because shortly afterwards, another suitor called, and then there was a third suitor. Now, his name was Henry. He was only 19, and he wasn't quite sure he even wanted to be in this line of suitors. And he was quite a modest man. So he came up to Eleanor, and he said, Eleanor, you are very powerful. You are as powerful as me, if not more so. And you should always try and marry someone who sees you for yourself and not your wealth.
Beautifully told.
Thank you, Queen Eleanor.
You are truly an artist of the highest.
It goes back to the time when Britain, the whole island, was covered with giants. And they used to fight each other all the time, trying to get land to be the most powerful giant in the land. But one giant was greater than all. He defeated every giant he came across. He was a huge, defying, massive giant, and his name was Rita. Truly terrifying name. He came from Wales. Rita was his name. And what he did is he had a great habit of walking around Wales, and he would hold these beards aloft as a great trophy. And as he got older, he would defeat more and more giants and collect more and more beards. And he'd think, well, what must I do with all of these great beards? So one day he decided to sit upon a rock, and he simply sewed them all together. And he created this most glorious mantle of beards. Now, a mantle is like a great cloak that we wear, rather like her Grace is sporting now. I mean, hers is far more elegant, of course, and beautifully worn. But Rita, this giant, went walking around with a great mantle of Arthur. And he was known to be a great warrior king, a great leader of people. And he said, I must have that beard. So he sent a messenger to get it. He sent one of his own court to run all the way from Wales to England. And so this messenger goes. He runs all the way through every forest in Wales, He skips over streams, he runs through woods, he climbs up mountains, he runs across the great fields of Wiltshire, and eventually he makes his way to London, and out of breath, he says, King Arthur, I have been told by the greatest giant who is there, leading his charge. Rita looks at Arthur and says, King Arthur, I want your beard. Arthur just simply looks up at this huge giant he never seen him or seen talk before, and he says, well, giant Rita, if you want my beard, you're going to have to come and get it. And at that moment, as quick as a flash, Arthur races up to giant Rita, and he climbs up him. He climbs all the way up his clothes, he climbs up his toes, that's what we wear on his legs. He grabs onto his tunic, hauls himself up this great giant, stands upon giant Rita's shoulder, takes out his great sword Excalibur, and in 2 fell swoops, swish, swish, he shaves off the beard of giant Rita, and in full.
And I can honestly say that I have been royally entertained this afternoon. I hope all of you have been entertained likewise. Now, I'm sure that you all have business, although should any of you wish to speak with me, I'm going to go and speak to the people in just a second outdoors, but do not let me hinder your business today, and I wish you a very happy day here at Dover Castle. Thank you, my friends.
Thank you.
God save the Queen!
God save the Queen!
Long live the Queen!
Long live the Queen!
Archbishop Thomas, contrary to the
Let's find some fish and chips,
Because
guys.
the sea
Yeah.
sort out.
We get a toilet there and get nice and hot. They were really